Welcome back. This video is going to talk about one of the most popular questions I get in my DMs, which is, I'm thinking about getting my real estate license. What tips, tricks, advice? Do you like being a real estate agent? What's your experience, etc.? I get so many DMs from a lot of different people saying that they're considering getting their real estate license and they want to know about my experience. They want to know how do they get started and all of that type of stuff. So I really wanted to create a video on this topic because I just get a lot of questions on it. I really tried to figure out what type of format I wanted for this video, and I really landed on doing a pros and cons. So I have 3 pros and 3 cons that I'm gonna go through with you guys. And a lot of times these can go back and forth depending on what type of person you are. So I may list it as a pro, but for you that might be like a con. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these pros and cons. Okay, so pro number 1 is being a real estate agent allows you to have a very flexible schedule. So that was one thing that was really endearing to me. Is endearing even the right word? That was one thing that was really appealing to me when I first became a real estate agent. Previous to becoming a real estate agent, I was working a typical 40-hour-a-week job. My schedule was actually Thursday through Monday, so I had Tuesdays and Wednesdays off. Is a super weird schedule. So I worked every single weekend unless I took it off, and that was not jiving with me. I did not like that. And so the idea that I could create my own schedule and I could decide not to work during a weekday, or I could work the weekends or vice versa, was really appealing to me. That is something that is a pro as to being a real estate agent. Now I will say, flexible schedule means that you are your own boss. You create your schedule. You are the one that is like having to drum up all of your business. You don't have a boss that is giving you assignments or tasks. You don't have someone that is telling you that you need to clock in or clock out or take your lunch break, that type of stuff. So being a real estate agent is all about being a self-starter. You have to be able to start on your own. If you are not able to have discipline and motivate yourself to build your business and or make money, then real estate is going to be really, really difficult for you. Also with that, I mean, flexible schedule is great and all. I mean, I'm recording this on a Tuesday, not over a weekend, so it's really nice. However, there are a lot of times when you get to a really high producing level that you're going to be busy all the time and you're not going to have days off. You might be working 6 or 7 days a week, which is great because that means that you're busy and you're drumming up business and you're making income. So it really just kind of depends on your lifestyle too. If you have children and a family, then you're gonna have to figure out how to structure your schedule for that. But if not, then you're just kind of on your own. To recap, pro 1 is having a flexible schedule. Con 1 is you have to be a self-starter if you want to be a real estate agent. Pro number 2 is the income potential. So as a real estate agent, I feel like it's a pretty widely known thing. You can make a lot of money as a real estate agent. As long as you are willing to work for it and hustle and sacrifice, you can make as much money as you want. And that's a really cool thing. Again, that was a big appeal to me, was having the income potential. I could make 6 figures if I wanted to. I could make $250,000 if I wanted to. And that was something that was really eye-catching to me. You definitely have potential to make a ton of money doing real estate. However, on the con side, so con number 2 is that it's all commission based. So this means that you are not getting a paycheck every other Friday or twice a month. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Until that check is either in your hand or in your bank account, nothing is ever guaranteed. For example, a couple months ago, I was helping some clients. We had got them under contract on their first house. Everything was going pretty smoothly up until about a few days before we were supposed to close. the deal fell through. I won't go into the details as to why, but the deal fell through. And I was counting on that paycheck to pay my bills. So that's just one example of nothing is ever guaranteed. Also, in relation to like the commission-based thing, your commissions are not taxed. So you have to have the discipline to take a little bit of your commission and set it aside to pay taxes. Otherwise, you spend it all and you get to tax time and they're due and you're gonna owe like 30 grand. And that's not gonna be any fun for you at all. Then the third pro is that you are helping people. Real estate is super rewarding. So if any of you are familiar with the Enneagram, which is like a type of personality test, I am an Enneagram 2, which means I am the helper. And I thrive off of helping people. It is like my life's purpose to serve others, whether that's my husband, my friends, my dogs, and now my clients. I love being able to help people through this really intimidating process, especially my first-time buyers and my first-time sellers. They have no idea what's going on, and so I get to act as their advocate and as their teacher and guide them through this process. So that's something that I really like. If you're also the type of person that loves serving others, then real estate is gonna be a pro for you in that regard. Transitioning into the third con is real estate doesn't come with any benefits. And what I mean by that is if you're currently an employee employed by somebody else, there is likely a chance that you have a 401k, that you have medical insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, whatever, maybe a couple other benefits that you're receiving from that employer. When you become a real estate agent, all of that goes away. You are a independent contractor and you are 1099 underneath your brokerage, and your brokerage is not responsible for health insurance, dental insurance, 401k, anything like that. So if you are currently in a position where you're not able to afford insurance on your own, or if you don't have a partner that you can hop on their insurance or whatever the case may be, you might want to reconsider getting into real estate, at least until you can figure out a solution. There are solutions out there. I'm not saying it's impossible. Both my husband and I went from W-2 jobs, which is employer-employee, to 1099 jobs in the same year. So we had to kind of finagle our insurance for a little bit, but we figured it out. It's not impossible, but it is something that you should know prior to becoming a real estate agent. Anyway, those are the pros and cons. I could talk about this forever. There are so many things that I could talk about, both pros and cons, but I just feel like you guys deserve to be fully educated if you're actually considering becoming a real estate agent. So to recap, our pros are you have a flexible schedule, unlimited income potential, gosh, I can't talk. And then the third one is that you get to help people through this big, scary process. Then on the con side, you have to be a self-starter. You need to be able to figure out your own schedule, have structure. The second con is that it is all commission-based, so nothing is ever guaranteed. And then the third thing is that being a real estate agent does not come with any benefits like a 401k or health insurance. So you want to make sure you figure that out before you quit your previous insurance or whatever that might be. Anyway, I hope that you guys found this helpful. If you have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. I am always open to chat about my own experience in real estate, both positive and negative, because let's be real, it's happened. I've had really great days and I've had really shitty days in real estate. Anyway, thanks so much, you guys. I hope you have a great day and I will see you soon.